Hello, welcome to the Sideboard here at the StarCityGames.com Open Series in Los Angeles. I am Nick Miller alongside Ivan Espinosa. How you doing, sir?
Pretty good.
You've got a nice one. I've come here looking for cool decks, and you've brought to the table 5-color aggro.
Definitely.
You have all of the clans represented. You've got 4 of the tri-lands in here. How'd you come to this build?
Well, I figured there's going to be a lot of control today, and I play 4 Frostwalkers, so that really punishes control for playing tap lands and scry lands, and it triggers Ferocious really easily.
Right, you have threats from all colors. Your only 2 drops per se are Sylvan Caryatid and Frostwalker.
Right.
But once you hit 3, you've got it all. Savage Knuckleblade, Rabblemaster, Mantis Rider, Siege Rhino, Butcher of the Horde.
Yep.
Are there any of the threats you wanted to get into the deck that you couldn't?
I wanted to try and throw in a Sidisi, but it wasn't immediately impactful to the board. Like if I milled one of my creatures, it puts a 2/2, but at 4 mana, I'd rather have Siege Rhino or Butcher.
Right. Of course, you got all of the combos. You got Goblin Rabblemaster, fueling the Butcher of the Horde.
Right.
You've got cards that just have to be answered in specific ways. You got Mantis Rider in the air. You got Siege Rhino, which has the instant effect. And Frostwalker, like you said, just puts the pressure on immediately. Right. Talk about your spell suite here. You've got Crackling Doom. I assume that's mainly for like stuff like Heroic.
It's actually just for any creature that's on the ground, like against the Sultai control list that's running Satyr Wayfinders. Mm-hmm. If I have a Frostwalker turn 2 and it's pre-board, then I'm gonna Crackling Doom them, and it'll let my Frostwalker get through, where before it wouldn't be able to.
Right. And with all the removal in the format, anything that's going to kill Frostwalker normally would kill it anyway, so that the cause on it doesn't really affect you that much.
Right.
Lightning Strike, you're choosing not to run things like Wild Slash. Is there a reason?
Well, the things that matter to me are things with 3 toughness. Mantis Rider in the air, opposing my Mantis Rider, is kind of tough to beat sometimes because they'll usually block, and I just want to get it out of the way.
Okay. You've got 2 Abzan Charm, 1 Sultai Charm, 1 Jeskai Charm.
Yes.
How did you come up with the split on these cards?
Okay, so originally I was playing 3 Abzan Charms, and it felt clunky, and I lose a reasonable amount of life between the Pain Lands and the Mana Confluences. So I cut it down to 2, and that seemed to be working out fine because it's also a removal spell.
Yep.
Then the 1 Jeskai Charm, again, the life loss, it gives my creatures lifelink, and sometimes it just dome them for 4 is good. And it's always good to have main board enchantment removal and removal for Stormbreath Dragon.
I saw you in a match yesterday where the 1 of Jeskai Charm came in against, you had it against a control player after they thought they could end of turn, dig through time, and you had all kinds of threats on the board, and then you just killed them with Jeskai Charm.
Right. And when they tap out, there's like no counterspell possibility, so it's good.
Hard to play around all of the things that the deck could possibly have.
Right. It's kind of just throwing all the colors at my opponent.
All right, let's take a look at the sideboard here. You've got just a smattering of everything. Glare, Heresy, Erase, and Valor Stances as your white cards.
Right.
How come Valor Stance not have a place in the main deck?
My game 1 plan is basically just aggro out my opponent and get all of their resources out of their hands quickly, because most of the time they don't know what's going on.
Right.
So they're not going to be playing around. They're not going to need to have anything. So.
Okay. You got 2 Barrage of Boulders, which is good against the tokens. Also, you're going to have Ferocious a lot of the time in this deck.
Right.
So I can see where that's powerful.
And I need to have that against Hornet Queen, because like game 1, I just lose to Hornet Queen.
Right.
So.
All right, good answer, good answer. You got an Outpost Siege, Feed the Clan, a little Gerard Fabiano tech there.
Right.
Couple Anger the Gods, clearing away most stuff that is not really yours. I assume you can side out like Caryatid and Frostwalker if you're bringing that in?
Right, when I bring in Angers, it's usually on the draw.
Okay.
So I'm siding out Frostwalkers anyway and Rabblemaster sometimes.
Right.
I usually keep the Caryatids in just because it's mana fixing, and I only run 23 lands.
Right. You got some counter spells to round it out. 3 Stubborn Denial, 2 Disdainful Stroke. Again, Stubborn Denial seems great, where you're always going to have Ferocious, it seems like.
Right, it's like one of the main reasons I'm playing blue, just for Stubborn Denial.
Okay. What have been the problem matchups for this deck?
I haven't seen it today, but mono red aggro is definitely a hard game 1. Game 2, it's a little bit easier because I have Angers and I have Barrage of Boulders.
Right.
But basically, it's just a coin toss sometimes.
What are you looking to beat up on with this?
Control all day. I want to beat control.
All right. Well, hopefully you play some more Control the rest of the way here. Thanks for sitting down with me on the sideboard.
For sure.
Stay tuned to StarCityGames.com all weekend long for the action here in Los Angeles.